it's her.
I don't know, she's coming here to the door, so,
So why would she park in somebody else's driveway?
I don't know.
Someone is at the doorbell.
Hey, could I need you to do me a favor? That's their driveway.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
If you can just back right here or park right in front of my black car right here. Thank you. I think she's an actual Hartford agent.
What does that mean?
She's not from here.
Oh, great, so was that good or bad?
I'm trying to figure out where she's from.
I mean, our house is right here. Seems like she would realize.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's okay.
They just went through a big parking war here a couple months ago with all the HOA.
It's always confusing as to.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that was my parking spot for 4 years.
Yeah, it's nice back here though.
We're
Like,
parking over there, well, we got a road behind us, but it's not like it's a.
hi, nice
You
to
let
meet
us
you.
be staying, because I really.
Oh, of course, no, you can have whoever you want.
And then do you mind if I video record this, because I've gone through so much stuff with Hartford for, just since I just.
Sure, whatever makes you comfortable is fine.
Yeah, it's fine, I just have it set up there, just so I remember, and I've never had this take this long before, so.
That is fine. Am I okay here?
Yeah,
Is this a good spot?
yeah, that's fine, anywhere, yeah.
All right. So bright. And I'm gonna try to go as quickly as possible so I don't hold you up.
You look familiar.
I actually live in Virginia, over near Emporia, so.
There's that DNA in somebody that I've seen before in my life.
Give me just a second. Maybe to warm up a little, I swear, we had frost on the windshield this morning.
Yeah, that's why we brought our pepper plants inside.
Oh man, aren't they pretty?
We brought them in yesterday, day before.
Alright,
I'm sorry, I'm in a lot of pain today, so.
do you wanna sit somewhere more comfortable?
No,
And if
it's-
anytime you need to stop or move around, you just let me know,
I'm fine,
okay?
you know, it's just, I'll explain when we get going.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna start the recording. It's gonna ask
Okay.
you standard questions.
Yeah.
If at any point you wanna stop, you don't wanna answer anything, you need to move around,
Okay.
you just let me know.
Alright.
Okay? Alright, once again, this is the continuing disability statement of Mr. Mark Montgomery. My name is Caitlin Sadler, I'm with the Hartford. Alright, Mr. Montgomery, can you please state your name and spell your last name?
Mark Richard Montgomery, Montgomery.
And can you please provide your date of birth?
10/10/64.
Okay, and this interview is being conducted at 4202 Sunburst Drive in High Point, North Carolina. Is that okay with you?
Yes,
Okay. Also present is your wife.
yes,
Is that all right?
yes,
Okay. Today's date is 10/18/24. The current time is 11:04 a.m. And Mr. Montgomery, are you okay if we take a recorded statement today?
yes,
Are you currently under the influence of alcohol, drugs, including over-the-counter or prescription medications?
I'm on prescriptions, I just took,
Okay.
so.
All right. Do any of these medications that you take impair your ability to provide a statement today?
No, they just cause tremors.
Have you ever been diagnosed with a mental or physical condition that prevents you from answering or understanding questions, like in an interview setting?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel though that you could give an interview today?
I try as best I can. I have notes.
What initial medical condition caused you to stop working?
In 2013 or 14, I don't know. I had 4 or 5 strokes, we're not sure, and that pretty much took me out. I had a stroke. I had them here, and then I had a big massive blood clot here. But I have a TBI here. It's class 5 TBI. That is my Lisa. It's my.
What?
I'm just trying to think. Can you just come here, please? My like administrative, or I'm not sure what they called it.
Okay.
Core here or something. So I have left side deficits. They cause seizures and complex migraines that mimic a stroke, and that's like I have them a lot, almost daily. But I had to learn how to walk and talk. I did take a couple cognitive tests, and have severe cognitive impairment. They rated me as I was once, I had an IQ of 147, and they rated me, and I had the paperwork and submitted it between 90 and 100 as mentally retarded is the medical term, because of brain damage. And then I've just had, since then I've had nonstop migraines, these they call them complex migraines that mimic a stroke. So when I had my stroke, when I was having them, I was in neurology ward and whatever it is, and they had the cameras and everything all over me. And but when I would have the seizures, they would be on my left side, and my entire, like I've seen the X-rays, but my entire left side of my spine, the left side, the vertebrae would have that much space, and the right side would be that, and all the discs were bulging out. So my entire spine now has osteoarthritis, and that's what took me out of work. And I've dealt with these migraines since. I have to have Botox every 90 days. I've had that for years, 10 years I think. They used to give me cocktail IVs because the migraines were so bad I'd have to go to the hospital. Now,
And you see aura.
yeah, I see aura. I see things. I think like the first when I was driving, the things would come out, and I thought they were the people or bears, and I would slam on the brake, or because it just, and those aren't so bad. And I still see aura, but I know what it is.
Okay.
And that's what took me out. And there's a long history after that.
Well, that's what this next question's gonna be.
Okay.
What current medical condition prevents you from returning to work?
The same thing. My left side, I still have cognitive impairments. I can't. I have a lot of word loss, and like I'll be in the middle of a sentence and totally forget what I'm saying,
Okay.
and it'll take somebody to remind me. I have a lot of that. I used to be a web developer. Any of that stuff, just like that, erased my brain. I swear, because when I look at that stuff now, it makes no sense to me. I can tinker with, Photoshop or something, but I can't. I forgot what the question was.
It was what prevents you from going back to work. Do the same condition where you
Same
went out, or do
condition.
you
I
have?
still have the seizures now, not seizures, the migraines. I'm back on treatment for that. I had a heart transplant August 20. Kind of had to quit. I wrote this down. I'm sorry, because
Oh, sure, yeah.
notes.
Whatever you need.
The big thing is major depression, major anxiety, and major panic disorder. What they explained to me is, my neurologist, is where this brain injury is where like everything kind of routes through there, and if I get overwhelmed, it'll just, he says it's just like a big electric storm, and there's, nothing to do except to treat the symptoms.
Right.
And so I still have all that. Had to stop that, the treatments for that in 2018-19. I still had some in 19 because my congestive heart failure got so bad that they put me on the transplant list. In August of 22, I got my transplant. Since then, I'm immunosuppressed. I have to take anti-rejection medicines for my heart, and that will make your white blood count be low, so it doesn't attack your heart. Your body doesn't. But I have some type of bone disorder on top, neutropenia, that they just discovered in the past few years, where I don't have a high white blood count. Right now my white blood count is 0.6, and normal is 4 to 8, and then if you're sick it'll go up from there. Mine is way low, and so
That'll keep you from working also.
that keeps me from working that right there, period. I can't, I'm like, this is my world, except for going to the doctor's offices, or I can't even go to my son's house because they have kids. I visited another one, my son, and his son was there, and I didn't even touch him. I was outside, 6-10 feet away, and I came home sick, throwing up, just because my immune system's so bad. But I still can't remember things. I can't, just putting something together. I tried to help somebody with AmeriCampaign, with his website, a friend of mine, and it was a disaster. So I just let it, his wife just took it back over.
Okay. Do you participate in any behavioral therapy or attend any outpatient programs such as an intensive outpatient program for any mental health conditions now?
I do go every 3 months to
Okay.
the psychiatrist, and I am going to they have me set up with another neurologist because I haven't been able to follow up with this, and things are getting a little bit worse. And so I was pre-dementia when they did the other, what was it, I don't know, cognitive test with that. And well, it was another thing came back, it's pre-dementia. So my primary care is brand new to me in the past, so she's setting this stuff up, and to see a neurologist to see if there's anything more going on. So
Okay.
I've got an appointment in December for that.
Okay.
But I can't walk. It's so painful. Right now, Monday I start physical therapy for my hip, because one of the major injuries from the seizures was, when everything would clamp down on that left side, is my SI joint and then my hip. They're basically destroyed. So I just had an MRI recently from the pain, and the inside of the cartilage up here is all dead. So my femur, ball sack, whatever, when I step on it, it's just painful. So I have to go through some physical therapy to try to strengthen up, so I don't have that, to try to avoid a hip replacement, because they call these the risk for infection is so high that nobody wants
I
to do
thought you
anything
said
for me. So
Okay. Now, which providers are you currently treating with? Do you know?
Dr. Heidi Mandry, Dr. Patel in pain management. My cardiologist is Dr. Pisani.
Your Botox doctor, the neurologist.
Yeah, the neurologist. I don't know her name. I can't. Osborne, something. Stephanie Osborne. See, I can do that, like, it'll take me a long time to remember something. Sometimes I can't remember at all.
Okay.
And I think those are the only ones I'm currently seeing.
Um,
I'm seeing somebody for I see a surgeon, my neurosurgeon, orthopedic surgeon, doctor, don't know his name.
Okay. And that's all right, if you can't think of it,
That's all
fine.
I can think of. I know that there's more,
Okay.
so.
Now medications, in their letter they ask for a medication list. Do you have that, or do you know what you
I
take?
do.
It's up to you, or you can get us a medication list.
I can, yeah, they didn't tell me that.
Okay.
I can,
that's-
I can show you on my phone.
That's fine. You can send it to me. We'll get it later if it's a lot of them.
Yeah, it's
No,
like,
just
I take like 27 pills a day
Okay.
right now. I know the big thing is Prograf, prednisone.
And I know some of these are redundant, so this is very similar to what we've already gone over. But aside from your medications, is your physician going to prescribe you anything to improve your conditions or symptoms? So I know you talked about your hips, so any occupational therapy, pain management, anything like that?
I do, I have not nerve ablations, like what Medicare won't do that anymore for me. I do have injections,
Okay.
bursa injections, SI injections, and I've got the Botox coming up, where they'll do 42 injections,
Okay.
and then my meds, but pretty much that's it, to treat it.
Do you have any pending procedures coming up?
Physical therapy, and then when I go to pain management in a couple of weeks,
Okay.
he'll set up, he'll set some more things up, and that usually happens within a week or two. So I go there they can only do injections every 90 days, but I do go there every month and a half.
well, you have iron infusion,
Oh yeah, I do have iron infusions,
cause his iron is really low.
and I'm chronic anemic now.
But they can only, they were supposed to do a series of them, but they had to cancel them because they were,
IV fluid shortage from
hurricane.
The hurricane.
the hurricane. The plant for IV fluids is in western North Carolina for the country.
Oh wow. Okay.
So they got wiped out. So they just called me yesterday to tell me it's postponed indefinitely. They're going to give me one more treatment Monday morning, but even the chemo patient, I go to the oncology, and even I talked to her, even a lot of those are not able to get what they're supposed to get right now because they're keeping it for whatever.
Okay. Do you use any special equipment or assistive devices, such as a cane, a walker, or an electric cart?
I use a cane a lot. Sometimes if it's bad enough, I have to use crutches. I have a CPAP.
Okay.
So it's
Was this equipment prescribed or recommended by your physician?
recommended.
Okay. Do you have any visual impairments?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went, so I've been blind 3 times.
Okay.
So, and I've had had both cataracts, but then I went blind from a torn retina. I went totally blind. And so right now I can see you, but anything from my hearing, it's a blur. So,
Okay. Are you able to drive?
yes, but I prefer not to because I feel like this side of my brain is out here working and this side is back here working, so I try not to, and I've had a couple of vertigo incidents when I drive, so
Do you cook your own meals?
no.
Okay. Can you shop independently?
I can't go to the store, they won't allow me.
Can you fill out forms?
Yes.
Are you able to read a book or use your phone or use a computer?
I can use a computer, I can't read a book, I will have things read to me, I can't, I will get a migraine in a paragraph or two. I can read things, with my glasses, but I just get migraines when I go that
You
far.
get up and down from the computer quite often, he doesn't there very
Yeah, I
long.
can't sit there.
Okay. Alright, so your mental health symptoms, I know we discussed those earlier, but do they affect your ability to function, such as your sleep, your appetite, your mood, your focus, your concentration?
All of the above.
How do you spend your day now that you're out of work? In general,
In a chair right there.
okay.
Or right there. And it's not even a joke. I cry about it every day.
Okay. Are you able to do your normal, everyday activities such as taking a shower?
I have to. I take a shower, but sometimes I have to have help because I slip. I'm very unstable in the shower.
Is anyone helping you with tasks around the house?
Yes, my wife, everything.
Is anyone assisting you with things like self-care, childcare, shopping, cleaning, yard work, and driving?
My wife.
I do all the most of the shopping.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I Amazon.
Are you volunteering, coaching, taking college classes, or picked up any hobbies?
No.
Alright. Do you have any goals to return to work in the future?
I would love to, but there's no way that I can.
No.
I really would love to, but there's no way I can, so I don't have a plan for that because I've tried to do things over the years, it just doesn't work.
And this is going to go back to your cognitive problems. Okay, can you provide examples of daily activities that are impacted by your cognitive deficits?
From 8 a.m. till 10:30, 11 right now. I'm not, when I wake up in the morning, my brain is not, I tell her I'm not safe to be up. I'm sorry, can you repeat the question again?
Sure,
please?
yeah, that's no problem. Can you provide examples of daily activities that are impacted by your cognitive deficits? Just things that you can't do.
I mean, I can't type.
Okay.
It's just like, and then I go like that, and then I'll look and I hit the 3 long letters wrong. I can't. I have a problem with my left side deficit with my sometimes with my leg when I'll go to turn and my leg won't lift and I'll just drag and pull. And I don't know if that's I've had that since the stroke with the left side thing. I can't. I don't
That's
know.
fine.
Yeah, I mean I can't do anything.
Okay. Now, we're going to go over to your migraines. How long have you had the migraines?
Immediately after, in the hospital with the strokes, I started having them immediately. And they started giving me, they wrote it down here, injections. Dr. Bing Lou started giving me injections in to try to control all that while I was in hospital.
Okay.
And then they tried IV cocktails in the hospital. It was something called private care I would go to, and it would be blinding, like literally blinding. Well, that's something with the migraines are blinding too. And then they got me on Botox, and that cuts down a little. It doesn't take it away. It just takes away some of the neck pain.
Okay. And what is the frequency of those? Do you know?
Daily.
Daily. Okay. And what is the typical duration?
1 hour to 2 hours.
Okay.
Sometimes they will be all day. I used to have a rescue pill, but I ran out. I don't know what it is when they were that bad. But
Now, what would you say is the overall sensitivity or intensity of your migraine? Is it photosensitivity, nauseousness, dizziness, blurred vision, all the above?
I get confusion really bad immediately,
Nausea.
and then I'll get nausea right away, and blurred vision. Well, I can't, I can't. When I get them, I can't. Just everything's blurry.
And
Really bad.
you do get confusion too.
Yeah. A lot of confusion when I have the migraines. I'll ask her to do something or ask a question, and then I just ask her to do it 5 minutes earlier, and I didn't remember it.
Okay. Are there any specific days or nights that the migraines occur? That's not worded very well. Do they occur more frequently, day or night?
In the morning.
They're
In the morning.
every
Every
single
morning. I'll wake up and I'll sometimes I'll get up and I'll feel great, and by the time I hit out here, it just boom.
Okay. I'm going to ask you now about your maximum level of functionality or activity for things such as walking or bending. What is the maximum amount of time that you can walk?
I could walk about a mile on a treadmill, but right now I can't. I can get to the mailbox and back, but I'm in pain.
Second, I've got a tickle. Sorry,
So,
reading. Okay. Back to the mailbox and back.
that's about it. Yeah, I'll go out back and let my dog out back, but it hurts a bit.
Sometimes you walk around the
I'll try to
block.
walk around the block, but that's about as far as I go, or I can go. It just hurts, and sometimes I'll get out there and be feeling okay, and then all of a sudden I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get home, so I try to stay in kind of a circle here.
Okay. Are you able to shop at all? And I think we already went over that.
No.
Okay. Are you able to stand?
Yes.
Are you able to sit?
Yes.
Are you able to lift or carry?
Not more than 10 pounds.
Okay. Are you able to bend at the waist?
With pain.
Okay. Can you twist from right to left at
With-
the waist?
With pain.
Okay. Are you able to squat?
No.
Are you able to kneel?
No.
Could you push or pull an item that offered resistance, like a door, at a business establishment?
I have to use them. They're so heavy I have to use the buttons. I used to have big arms, and they just disappeared, and I got all these other things going on.
Are you able to reach over your head
Yes.
and reach forward?
Yes.
What about below your waist?
I mean, maybe as far as like picking things up.
Right.
Not very well.
Okay.
Like, yeah, not very well at all.
Are you able to walk up and down a typical flight of stairs?
No. I can't even get up that stair up there.
Okay. What is your dominant hand?
Right.
Do you have full use of your hands and fingers?
Except for the tremors. The tremors are really bad.
And are you able to write?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
not much more.
All right, sleep. Have you been diagnosed with any sleep disorders such as narcolepsy, obstructive sleep apnea?
Obstructive sleep apnea.
Are you able, we've already gone over this, but you can drive. What is the maximum amount of time or distance that you feel you could drive?
About maximum is 30 minutes. I may, with crying, screaming a lot, I can go 45 to get to my son's house, but 20, 30 minutes driving, and it's just, it's hard right now. It's just murder in the car though, because the way it's cranked up.
Do you have difficulty getting in and out of your vehicle?
Yes,
Are you able to get dressed independently?
most of the time, but it's hard.
Okay.
I can't, I lose balance a lot.
All right, and this question's going to be two-part. What is your current height and weight, and have you lost or gained weight since becoming disabled, and why?
I'm currently 5'7". I have lost probably, when I was disabled I was 230, but then the heart failure took me up to 252, and I'm down to 203 now.
Okay. Do you know the reason for the weight change, inactivity, medication, loss of appetite, fatigue?
My heart's functioning. My heart was functioning at 5% when they finally took me in and put a heart pump in.
Would you say your condition has improved, deteriorated, or remains the same since you filed the disability claim?
It remains the same, and that's what's so disappointing, because I really thought after the heart transplant I was gonna be like a new man, and it didn't happen.
Do you have times when you can exceed the level of functionality or be more active? So do you have good days and bad days, or are they pretty consistent?
I'll have a good day here and there, and it'll be a surprise me, but yeah, every now and then I will, and try to get everything done I can.
And do you provide care for any person, spouse, dependent, elder, or any other person in any capacity?
No.
Since you filed your disability claim, are you involved in any social or recreational activities, hobbies, non-educational classes, membership organizations, or do you travel by air?
No. stand up a minute.
Sure. Take your time. We're almost to the end here.
Okay. You can go ahead, I'll just stand here, it's all right.
Oh, that's fine.
Foot up. I can't.
Whatever's most comfortable for you
Yeah.
is fine with me. What was your job title when you went out of work?
National Account Director,
Okay. And what type of work was that?
website development.
And do you currently feel capable of returning to the workforce in any capacity?
No,
Have you worked for any company, store, business, self-employed business while on this claim?
no,
Do you hold any elected or appointed positions?
no,
Besides your driver's license, have you obtained any other licenses? Real estate, bonding, insurance, CPA, CDL, pilot?
no.
What is your highest level of education?
Associate's degree.
And have you attended any educational classes since you filed your disability claim from
No.
any institution?
No,
Okay. Have you been involved in any lawsuits since you filed your disability claim?
no,
Do you receive any business income from any store, person, business, self-employed business?
no,
Okay. Other income. Have you received any other income from disability, for example, workers' compensation, social security?
Social Security.
Except for the current claim, have you filed any disability claims in the past?
No.
Did you understand all the questions that I asked you today?
Yes,
Were all of your answers true and accurate to the best of your knowledge and ability?
yes,
Okay, may I have your permission to conclude the interview today?
yes.
Alright, it's 11:31 a.m. here on Friday, 10/18 of 24. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
How do I get the list of medications to you?
So it needs to go to your, what
Portal?
do they call them?
Analyst?
Analyst, thank you. Do
Okay.
you know who that was?
I don't know, they switch me around so much, I have no idea.
Let me see here, I think I can tell you.
I just uploaded like, not even exactly, it was 6,100 pages
Oh my
of
gosh.
all this stuff, and that was just last year. And that's why I was like, I did that, and then she told me she couldn't read it, she couldn't open it, and then I had to have a nurse down when I revisit individually and put in the PDF for me and upload it, and then a few weeks later they called me and told me they needed the same things all over again, and it's just like nonstop.
I'm very, very sorry. Let's see if I can. Alright, looks like a last name Anderson. Does that sound familiar?
No. No, it was some lady in Florida, and then it was William Allen, which he was mine originally, and then I don't know who it is now, because I logged in yesterday and there was something different there, so I'll
Okay.
just log in.
Yeah, just log in. They're just asking for a list of your medications, so.
Okay, can I give this to you?
Sure.
So you have
Yeah.
better understanding of,
Yep.
that's the letter that my doctor sent them after
Okay.
they were told me they were gonna deny me on the phone.
Okay.
And then that's my psychiatrist, and that's my primary care, who explains literally everything, why they won't even let me go back to work even if,
Okay. I'll put these in your file, make sure you get to it.
yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, and I'm sorry.
Appreciate it.
It is after the interview, so
Yeah.
I'll get it all in for you.
Okay, I appreciate you coming out.
Alright, you guys have a nice day.
Thank you, you too.
Maybe you'll warm up a tad.
Yeah.
I hope so. I don't like turning the heat on.
It's too early in the year, Trinity.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
hit the button all the time.
And they have stuff ready to go up and you